So this project will be a little bit different than my normal projects that I video. This is the main part of our house, part of the main, and then there's an L that goes off actually to the right. When we moved in, if I remember right, because it's been almost 30 years now, I think it had like a masonite or an MDF or a high density fiberboard nailed down. That's what all these holes were, and I think it had carpet on top of it. But what we did is we just pulled up that masonite off and made the floors, level enough, filled in any big holes, and just painted it. And that's what we did with the stairs, and the stairs that go up into what used to be an attic, now sort of a family room. But now is the time to upgrade that, and you can see the same painted floor treatment here. So really just sort of bare bones to make the house livable. But we did buy some nice 3/4 inch solid hardwood flooring. So my plan here is to take this up around the edge of the stairs here, and the threshold there, and this little step down into the L, and the piece that holds the balusters, the railing, will stay. That's why I got 3/4 inch, because I'm assuming this is 3/4 inch thick. So the thought is that the hardwood floor will be relatively flush with that, which will remain painted dark red. So it's not a very big area. I think it's about 100 square feet, so it's a pretty small project. I do need to remove the heating unit, so that's going to be the first thing I do. Find a decent crack and start whacking. This here, I don't want to rip this one up because I'm afraid I'll damage the edge of this. So I'm going to come back here, rip up one of these, and then work my way that way to be careful about that piece that we're going to leave. The tongue and groove softwood, it's softwood, probably spruce or fir, has been removed. Most of the boards look okay. The only issue here, I replaced this whole thing, but it goes underneath the railing, so I'll figure out what to do there. Maybe just cut a square out and patch it with some 3/4 inch plywood. This board here that looks like it's better days. Maybe on the rotten side when they put it in, I'll replace that. The worst of it actually is right here, where everyone walks. You can see the old wiring. I mean, it's old wiring. It's like a tar, asphalt type embedded casing, but that's what powers the house now. At least it's not knob and tube. And we have the heat register to fix. Knot hole. Another less than sturdy piece. So yeah, the next step then is to clean this up and start repairing some of the subfloor. Been nailed down. Oh, some of the nails I guess I took So this might be a bit of a challenge. Looks like this piece here was custom cut to fit the odd edge of that floor, and then a bit of a cutout there. I think I will replace this. And then the challenge is to get it away from the trim board here. These have a Torx head of some sort, like a number 10 or something. Okay, I'll take these up. So these actually have a square head, but it's a small square head. I have a larger one, but it's like a finish size, so I don't have that size bit. So in the absence of the proper bit, I'm just gonna rip this thing out. And hope I can do it gracefully. I think that was graceful. So one of two things: either I'll just put a board up there and paint it, or see if I can get an oak threshold that matches the oak flooring that we have. The oak threshold would be my choice, but we'll see. Anyhow, take these out. And I probably should cover this hole. So I still don't know what I'm going to do yet with this threshold here, but regardless of what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this subfloor a lot better than it is. So that means cutting these vertical studs level with the joist here, same here, and then I removed this board here that I just got done cutting in half. Just because I'm going to put a new one here that extends over here. I'll probably add some support here. But the other thing is I need to cut this off. And there's nails in it. There's screws, nails. So hopefully these come out easy and I can get them all. So I took out a couple nails here. This is a full 2-inch wide floor joist. Some of these nails will miss it, but I'm going to cut 1 inch in, so I'll have 1 inch support for these existing boards. So now I have to get a good line or level to cut this 2x4 off. That's a nail I forgot. I didn't see. Another nail, finish nail from this side. That was that funny noise. Another nail. I'm gonna have to get a punch to push that one through. Got to be just a bit shorter. I could make it work. These are boards, actually, these are boards, they're popple, or quaking aspen, that I cut about 10 or 12 years ago and had sawn into boards. They've been stickered and outside ever since. They're really in good shape for spending that much time outdoors, because having them stickered is the key. Like a lot of old houses, these floorboard thicknesses are not all equal. This one's like 3/4 of an inch thick, this one is like 7/8. These boards were cut 1 inch. They do shrink a little bit over time, and right now they're about 7/8, 15/16. So there's going to be a little bit of unevenness in the floor, which I'll just have to deal with. That's all I have really for lumber available, and it's going to be uneven regardless because of what I'm starting with. That is nice. Much better than it was. So I'll screw these down and work on the smaller repairs. So I did decide to replace that one longer board, which is next to the two that I just put in. I just went to the pile and grabbed a couple more popple boards. These are relatively straight, but this one, just a wee bit of a curve to it. So I drew a straight line. I mean, like I said, this board's been setting for like 10 years, so I'm guessing it's not going to move any more than it already has. So I'm just going to put it through the table saw, eyeball this line, and then I can rip it parallel. So this piece fit fine, had the little notch there. This piece here, there's a waney edge, which is why this piece is actually a bit low. So I'll just take a shim. It's probably almost 1/4 of an inch low over here, but this wane here is not enough of a ledge to nail to, so I'll put this nailer on. So I think at least for this corner I can lift this up a bit when I put this nailer in so that it's roughly level with that. Opening's wedged a bit, which I sort of knew. This one here, the big one too, maybe. So that's what the block plane is for. That'll work. So here, rather than try to cut this off to get some of that the joist, I'm just going to put a nailer there. Sometimes it's just easier to make a big spot and replace it all rather than just trying to patch in that little bit of flooring. So that knot hole I'm gonna leave. I don't think it's big enough to worry about. This one's even smaller. So all the repair work is done, so now we are really just ready for the new floor. The only other thing I'll do off camera is go through all these boards and make sure that they're all fastened down. Any loose nails I'll either nail in or take up and then put down some screws. So the next episode will be installing the floor itself. Stay tuned and thanks for watching this one. I appreciate it.